Hello dear friends, hope you all are doing very well. In today's video I am going to discuss about why motivation disappear. You can relate to yourself, even I can relate to myself, that we are motivated for doing something, we are motivated for cracking exam, or motivated for early wake up, or are motivated for maintain a healthy routine, healthy diet. But after pursuing for few days, after 10 days or 20 days, we suddenly stop doing that. Why it's happening? In this video I am going to discuss. The first thing you need to know that initially everything was excited, right? I mean, dopamine drops after excitement. Initially, suppose if you are going through the social media and you have seen a reels where a boy was working hard for 2 years and after that he has cracked a exam, you just initially feel motivated because the dopamine level was high at that moment and you feel excited. But after few days, and you have discussed with your partner, your parents, you have discussed with your friends that I'm going to do that, and eventually you have printed out the syllabus and you bought the pen, paper and the books for that exam. But after pursuing for 10 days or 15 days and you started reading for that exam also, after 15 days you will feel unmotivated. Why? Because you need to know that every new skill or new thing will give the excitement level, means it will give the dopamine initially. But when you started doing that repetitively for 10 days or 20, 12 days, 15 days or 20 days, that time that excitement level, means the dopamine level, will be not coming as same as before, so it is going down. That's why we don't feel excited of pursuing that thing. The same thing, it was excited in the beginning because it was new skill and we feel very excited and the dopamine level was high. But later we feel like that it is not actually what we have thought of, means that initial spike was high, but now I am not feeling motivated, I am not feeling of doing that thing. This is the first point. The second thing is that the brain hates unclear rewards. You need to know that, means suppose that boy I have given the example in the reels, suppose he has started reading and after 2 years he has cracked the exam. You are not seeing that 2 years of hard work, you are just seeing that particular point where he has won the exam. And at that point what you will feel, that you will feel, I've given the example of that boy that he has pursued the 2 years of hard work and after that he has got the reward of winning that exam. But if you started doing that, you will feel that after 2 years I'm going to crack that exam. Means is that exam will going to happen? Means you will have the so many thoughts because that thing is uncertain. Initially you started doing that because you have feel that vibe, that dopamine release in you, that excitement in you, and you started doing that and it became repetitive. Now the excitement level is down, the dopamine level is low. Now your brain will say that this is very uncertain, means I don't know what will going to happen, means maybe I will going to crack the exam or I'm going to fail the exam. It lots of effort, means you know that every uncertainty you will feel, means because what, now the brain hates the unclear rewards, means you know actually it is very uncertain that you are going to crack the exam or you are going to fail the exam, or the exam will going to happen or the exam will suddenly stop. You don't know about that thing, means you are very unclear about those things, that I'm going to clear or not. That thing was very unclear for you, right? So the brain always had the unclear thing. Initially you just felt that vibe of achieving something, but when you started doing that thing you will feel like, oh, it's very tough, so it's not possible for me. Is the exam will going to happen, I'm going to fail, or I may pass or I may fail, I don't know. This is very uncertain, and your brain always hate which are uncertain. The third point is that burnout kills motivation. So initially what you do, you feel very motivated, right? You don't feel like I have to make a discipline routine. You just feel like that I'm going to crack that exam anyhow. And initially you started doing that thing, means you need to read, means that 10 hours of reading is enough. But initially what you started doing, that you have started doing, you are torturing yourself for achieving that thing. At the means first day you started reading for 20 hours, after that you started reading for 21 hours, after that you started reading for 18 hours. Like that you are doing, means you are just giving pressure to yourself for the achieving of that goal. Means at the beginning actually you are not doing that for the whole year, right? You are doing that for this few days. Like at the beginning you started reading from 4 p.m., means 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. After that, means you are just giving pressure on yourself for achieving that thing. Due to that reason, means you are not maintaining a healthy routine, you just started unhealthy routine, that anyhow I'm going to crack this exam. So this is why what's happened, like you will feel burnout, you will feel that this is very hard for me, I'm not going to chase that, I'm going to stop that because it will hurt me. So all those things will come to you. This is called as the burnout psychology. The fourth point is that motivation depends on emotion. You need to know that every human being, every the human being has the multiple emotions at the same time. Suppose if someone is saying something, you will have some kind of emotion and other people have the some different kind of emotion. You need to know that motivation depends on emotion, means we feel that if we are motivated, and again if we will feel motivated, that time we are going to do. But the thing is that motivation depends on emotion. People often wait to feel like it, means if they are motivated, that time only they are going to do that thing. But you need to know that motivation is temporary thing. You need to make a healthy discipline routine, then only you can achieve the thing. Because initially it was excited, the dopamine level was higher, but at the after few days the repetitive tasks won't give you the dopamine. You need to know that you don't have to wait for the motivation, means whenever I will feel, means initially you will feel like that I'm very motivated, I'm going to crack, but after few days you won't feel that motivation vibe. So your brain started thinking that I won't do that, whenever I will feel motivated again, then I am going to do that. This is the reason that we are just waiting for that feeling, that initial feeling which was given by the dopamine rise in our system. So we are waiting for those kind of feel like, means feeling. So but it's never happened to us, right? So the motivation, you need to know that motivation is very temporary, because initially it was give you the emotion, means it will give the excitement, but later it won't give you the any kind of excitement. The second thing is that our brain don't like what now, which are very uncertain. We don't know in after 2 years what I am going to achieve, I may fail or I may pass, I don't know, right? Third thing is that why the motivation disappear is that you started doing one thing, means you started thinking of doing means cracking an exam, and you started reading, but you started reading so hard that the things feel like very heavy on you. So that's why you won't pursue the like motivation thing, right? The motivation will disappear. The fourth point is that motivation depends on emotion. Actually initially we have some kind of excitement emotion, and we feel like after 10 days or 12 days we waiting for that feeling, that if that feeling will come, then only I'm going to study for that exam. But this is only one time feeling, right? You need to make a discipline. So that's why people wait for those kind of excitement feeling, so at the 10 days or 12 days or 15 days, but they miss that. That's why they also stop doing that thing, they just suddenly the motivation disappear. The five thing is that most important, that social media destroy the long time focus. As I said you, the social media designed such a way that it won't give you the concentration. Suppose if you are reading some book, and you know that I have to read for the 1 hour 2 hours for that exam, and suddenly you have picked up your phone and you started scrolling the social media, and one time after scrolling for the 10 minutes, you will feel like you won't do that, means you just keep doing that repetitively for 2 hours 3 hours. And the social media is also another reason that it won't give you the concentration, and it will feel make you, means it will force you to, means it will force you to use the phone, the social media. The social media is designed such a way. That's why the book, actually if you started reading the book for 2 hours or 3 hours, you will use phone for the like 10 times in between. Why? Because the social media designed such a way that we cannot concentrate, we cannot focus on one work which are really necessary. We are just dependent on the social media on everything. That's why social media is also reason that we cannot do a long time concentration on our work. Suppose if you are doing a workout also, you will feel like to scrolling the phone in between also, like after 5 minutes I'm going to use the phone. Like this kind of addiction is there in the phone, in the social media. So that's why we cannot do concentration on the work which are really necessary, which once motivated us. This is the reason. You can do one thing to eradicate this problem, is that you need to maintain a system. The motivation is temporary thing, it won't last for the all year, means all the 2 years or 3 years. You need to maintain a healthy routine, like I will wake up, and you will make that system that if you need to crack the exam, you need to practice the MCQ 100 means MCQ every day. but you don't do that. You just feel like that whenever I will feel motivated, then only I'm going to practice the MCQ. You need to make a system, and you need to you need to discipline on that system, then only you can achieve that thing. Discipline is only thing you can achieve anything. Motivation is the fake thing, temporary thing, and it will give you the excitement at the initial level, but after 10 days the initial excitement will go off, then you will feel disappointed. So discipline is only key to be motivated. Thank you for watching.